Hello, my name's Andy and welcome to the garage. Welcome back to the channel everyone. New subscribers, old subscribers, unique viewers, everyone's welcome. Please subscribe and like if you can. Just wanted to go over the fact that over time the stands wear and the planes sort of end up in a nosedive like that. Let's put that back on there. You can see that. And I did this a while ago with my first restoration, a Boeing 707. So I've cleaned up an old socket. I'm going to taper off the socket, put an old drill that I've already checked is a perfect fit. The Hurricane's not moving, it's quite a heavy model, so it needs a heavy socket. Then what I'm going to do is super glue everything. I'm going to have to use modelling putty in the top of here. Get this solid. There's enough weight in there without putting any more weight in, but I might. And just super glue these on. So what I'll do first, just make sure I've got that level. Quite an old one. And of course, same for the washer, because they're quite cheap washers really. You can hear there's a bit of resistance there. Hopefully that'll sit flush. Feels okay. So a dab of super glue on there. Around the edges. Pop her on. Get it centered. Whoops. There we go. Be able to give it another clean when it's dried, and then pop another one on. Actually might do that now, it won't do any harm. Center it there, looks good. Press it down and leave it for a few minutes. So eventually that will be smoothed off at the top where that hole is, unless I can find a smaller washer and raise it a bit more. And the Spitfire will sit on there and I'll be able to spray this. Here is some of that putty metal. What I'm doing is I'm going to cut enough off. This is quite old, so I know it still works because I used it a while ago. Let's get it out of its plastic wrapper. And then you have to mix this up till it all mixes in. Right, I'll stop the video there and I'll mix it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in the bottom of here. I'm going to plug it in the bottom of here with this nut and the drill in the top, and then I'm going to leave it set. Okay, we've rubbed that around a bit. It's about ready to go. So I've already put the bolt in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, bit of super glue run around it. So I'm going to have to push that firmly down that gap. Might even give it a push with the bottom of a pen. not come out the top yet. It's not going to. What I can now do is push my drill in. Yeah, you see the drill's come through. I think you can see that there, yeah. Just push around it. It's still movable, the drill. What we need to do is just get it in the middle, get it vertical without any stuff on it. Just give me hands away off camera. Wish I'd worn gloves. Let's give that a sighting. Right, there we are. She's vertical. You can see that there. She's vertical and she's spot on in the middle. What I'm going to do now is leave that, and once that's set I'm going to put some super glue in the hole and some bicarbonate of soda. That'll set rock solid. I'll be able to level it off around there, and we'll be able to move to paint. The paint I've got to do that is Chameleon Decorative Chrome. It says it's motorcycle paint there for metal and plastic, so I'm going to give it a go with that, because there would be a lot to Molotow pen there. I'll just spray it a different colour, I guess. I quite like the shape of this this socket, sort of Art Deco, 1920s, 30s a bit. That's why I chose that one, more fitting with the aeroplane than say a modern socket. Though I did have another one almost exactly the same. The post is quite solid now. I've already stuck a bit of bicarbonate soda down there, so I just might actually use a stick this time to get it in the right spot. Don't want it overflowing. You can get these free at Wetherspoons when you get your coffee. Actually, it's quite a big hole, that still. Right, I'll just push that in. I don't mind if I've got a bit over, because I'm going to have to do a bit of work smoothing around this hole anyway. Getting it flat. It's just a bit of super glue. I think that super glue tube's had it actually. You never get it all out, do you? Anyway, not to worry. I'm sure it'll come good. Just get some bicarbonate soda now. Tip it on. There we go. And another layer is formed. Not bad. I'll keep building that up. I think I'll get a new tube of super glue. That one's had it. Get back to you. Okay, I've just finished filing down the top of the stand there, and as you can see, my file's just pointing to a hole that's still there. So I'm just going to fill that with a bit of super glue, new tube, and let it go off, and then file it down a bit more, and we should be ready to go. Okay, the super glue's on. Put a little bit of bicarbonate on it. Just tap it off. It does file off really easy. There's the thick bit. So we'll just wait for that to go off. Can go on to primer and then the final colour. I've just put a coat of primer after I'd filed down the top of the stand, and it's looking okay at the moment. Looks a bit industrial, but that's the look I was going for. I wasn't looking for a perfect sort of corgi finish. I'm pleased to say we're out of paint, and I do like that. Still got its original socket markings on it. Didn't want to try and get rid of those. It's a working piece, but I'm sure you'll agree it does look nice, and that is just with one coat of that chrome paint, which went on really well. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. 126 subscribers now, so we're climbing. Could always do with a few more. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye for now.